Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing my 2024 reading journal setup. This year I went with this Archer and Olive square journal that has books on the front, which I thought was perfect for my reading journal. Previously I had used just your normal like A5s, but I wanted to try something different this year, and I've been wanting to do a square journal for a while, so this is what I went with. And with that, let's just get into the spreads. So first off, we just have my name. I put a little bit of washi tape, but nothing too crazy. I needed this page to be blank. So this is kind of what I left it with. And then we have my title page. I have this little bookstore sticker, and then all my stickers that I use from Amazon, some washi tape, and some stamps of flowers. And then obviously I stamped out 2024 reading journal, so that's my cover page. And then on the left I just put my rating system, so like what I rate for each star, to try and help me, because this year I'm trying to be more picky. I always say that, so I thought having this would give me a little bit more motivation to like actually have a reason why I'm giving stars and not just giving everything 4 stars. So this is kind of just my opening page. And then we have my bookshelf, and this, I did not come up with this design. I saw it on Pinterest, but I've seen a couple different versions of it. So I'm not entirely sure where it originated, but I've seen multiple people do their own versions of this. And so my goal this year is 80 books, but there's 95 just in case I read more than that, because I probably will. And so I'll just write the title in on the spines and color them in as I read books. So yeah, it's got this little window, and then in these like picture frames I wrote 2024 reads so that I can write down all the books that I read this year. And this spread took me so long. I think it's so cute, but it took me forever, and I never want to do it again. But I really like how this one turned out. Next up we have, I did decide to do my 24 books in 2024. Most of these are anticipated reads or books that I know I want to read soon that I already own. So we have The Reappearance of Rachel Price, Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, because I want to continue that series, Brothers Hawthorne, River Enchanted, The Fury, Bookshops and Bone Dust, Court, which is the next book in the Crave series that I'm on, Hellbent, One Dark Window, Wolf and the Woodsman, Anastasia, The Familiar, One for My Enemy, and I'll finally be caught up with Olivia Blake, A Certain Hunger, obviously House of Flame and Shadow, Throne of the Fallen, The Well of Ascension, because that's the next book in Mistborn for me, Children of Fallen Gods, that's the second book in the War of Lost Hearts series, Lavonia, Funny Story, and my printer literally started to print the blue and then ran out of ink, I guess, so it looks pink. It's supposed to be blue. This Could Be Us, Starless Sea, Bride, and Reaper at the Gates, because I've been putting that series off for a while and I need to finish it. So that is that. I will probably put a teeny tiny, like the star rating that I gave it once I've read it. This was really hard to decide what to do and like what books I want to read for 2024. I probably won't end up sticking to this. I really barely do. I'll get like half of it, but I'm going to try really hard this year. And then here we have my book bingo. I fixed it this year. This is the only challenge I'm doing. It is finally 5 by 5. I gave myself a free space. And so I listed out things like a book with more than 500 pages, a reread, a middle grade, Native American author, all of those sorts of things that I would like to do, and I will just mark them off as I go. This was fun. This last year I did actually complete a lot of them, so I'm hoping that I have a full card, but at least a bingo. So this is going to be the only challenge I'm kind of sticking with this year. Next up is my 5-star read. So I just used some craft paper and some stamps, this post-it note, to decorate it. But other than that, I left it blank because I'm just going to paste in books that are 5-star reads. And then if I run out of room on this spread, I'll just make another one at some point in my journal, but I don't think I will. I didn't give that many books 5 stars this year, so I don't even know if this thing will be filled out. So we will have to see how many books I absolutely love this year, but I'm very pleased with how this turned out. So I will paste the pictures of the books as I give books 5 stars. Next up is my 2024 book bracket. So I just put January through December. I'll write the book in, and then obviously each two will battle it out until we have one. And I made a little Polaroid for the final one. I just added a little bit of decorations. This is mainly just, you know, boxes that will get filled in. These are big enough to put pictures of the book if I want to. We will see when we get there what I decide to do. I liked having this last year. It is actually really helpful to try and decide what your favorite book of the year is by using this, because I may have multiple 5 stars in a month, but then it forces you to choose which one is your favorite. So we're doing this one again. Then we have my 2024 anticipated releases. This is pretty simple. I just wrote the title and added a couple of stickers and things. I actually got this stamp off of Etsy, which is so great. I hate drawing boxes and calendars, like it's literally the worst. And so I just put the stamp and then filled in the dates. And then I've already gone and listed everything for my anticipated releases video that I posted during Bookmas. I went ahead and I went ahead and put them all under the month. I didn't put the day that they came out. I might go back and just put a dot of color on the dates that these books come out. And then I did do a little Dutch store to continue over. There's not anything on these because I feel like a lot of these these months, those books are going to be announced later. They just haven't been announced yet, especially towards the end of the year. Right now we know all the stuff coming out at the beginning of the year, but not as much end of the year. So these are my anticipated releases. I think this is cute. And it also is very helpful to me. Normally, I will highlight it once I've bought it so that I know when I got it. Then we have our series tracker. Again, I just use stickers from Amazon and a sticky note. And then I left this side blank for any new series that I start. But right now, these are series I currently either have started, have the first book of, or something like that. So we have Zodiac Academy, Ruthless Boys, Blood and Ash, and Flesh and Fire, because these are technically 2 separate series. We have Crave, and I need to go fill in because some of these, like, I've read some of the books in the series, so I'll go color in which books I've already read. Each square is a book. The Twisted series, Hades and Persephone, and the Hades Saga, which is just the Touch of Darkness, 2 separate series. Off Campus, which I'm almost done with, and then I went ahead and added Briar U since that's after Off Campus. War of Lost Hearts, Lord of the Rings, Red Rising, Mistborn, Starlight Archive, Dark Artifices, Last Hours, Eldest Curses. I'm really hoping to make a dent in series this year. That's one of my goals. And so I have this whole section for any new series I start. Hopefully I don't start too many new series because I can't keep up with them all. Next, we have Backlists. So I changed this a little bit. Last year I had Colleen Hoover, and then I decided I don't care about her anymore. So I only have 4. We have Cassandra Clare. So everything that I have not already read by her is here. Rick Riordan, I want to read all the other series. I've only ever read Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and then the Heroes of Olympus series. And so I want to do Red Pyramid, all that stuff. I didn't read any of them last year because I had been rereading the first 2 series. So I'm hoping to knock a couple of these out this year. I put Brandon Sanderson, but this is only Cosmere novels because that's what we're sticking with for now. So these are all the ones I haven't read. I've only read Mistborn, and I really want to tackle the Cosmere this year, so they're all here. And then I went back and added V. Schwab as usual. I haven't read anything new from her in the last year, which is kind of sad because I love her. So I'm hoping to kind of knock some of these out, especially because I own a couple of these books already. So there's that. Pretty simple, just highlight pen and a couple of stickers. And then this is the biggest spread I have made so far, and for the most part it is very plain, but this is my physical TBR. I went and listed out every single book that I own, and this is embarrassing how many there are, and I'm going to check them off as I read them. This is because I'm trying not to really buy as many books unless they're anticipated releases or continuations of series this year, and I'm trying to tackle my physical TBR, so this is going to help me do that. It goes on for a while, which it did take up more space because I skipped the line in between. So yeah, I added some stickers on the first and last page, obviously, but there's a lot of them. This is really embarrassing, but we're gonna tackle it this year. Honestly, I really need to. And then for the last of my just like yearly spreads, we have a yearly stats page. A lot of these were stats I was keeping up with monthly that I just didn't feel the need to this year, so I'm putting them all in one place. So we have January through December listed here, and then the total will go at the bottom for the entire year. But we have page number, books, 5-star books, how many ebooks, physical books, audiobooks, library books, and then if it was a series or a standalone, and if it was an arc. And so I'll put the number in each of the boxes, and we'll total up at the bottom to see kind of what it was looking like for the year. I think this turned out really cute. I really liked it. Again, Amazon stickers. And I always use mild liner for these because I think they have the prettiest colors, and I like the tip. That's not the chisel tip, but like the pointed tip on the mild liners the best. And then we have my January spread all ready for the new year. I'm doing something different this year. So we're starting off with a social media planner. And the only reason I'm including this in this journal is because all of my social media is reading related. So I felt it was best to keep it here. So I have a YouTube calendar so I can put all the videos that I plan to upload on what days, and then just a list for ideas. And then I made a little box for Instagram and TikTok for any videos or like pictures I want to post ideas to hopefully help me like keep up with it, because YouTube I've stayed pretty consistent this year, but TikTok I've kind of stopped posting as much, and so it's the same with Instagram, and I don't want to neglect one of them, so I'm trying to kind of keep it all organized this year and help me like come up with ideas. This is my cover page, which I think is really cute. They're little stamps, and they're all book related. So we have ACOTAR, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Crescent City, Mortal Instruments. This is supposed to be Six of Crows. I'm not the best drawer. I'm not an artist, okay? But this is supposed to be the cane from Six of Crows. Terracin, Stag for Throne of Glass. This is supposed to be a dragon, okay? It looks like not one. But for like Fourth Wing or essentially anything with dragons. Fangs for Crave, because we have vampires. I put a little zodiac symbol just for Zodiac Academy Ruthless Boys. This is from Blood and Ash. Percy Jackson of the Trident and some Waves. And then this is the symbol from Legendborn. So they are all, and I'll bring it a little bit closer so you can see. They are all stamps that are book related. And then the last spread so far, we have my like stats page, and it is slightly filled out, so I'm gonna have to come up with a TBR. And then I decided to write out, because I'm not gonna do a physical spread I think for every single book this year, so I put a spot to write out all the books that I read. In case I don't put them in a spread, I use the stamp again for my days read to check off. I'll put a picture of my favorite book here, and then I went back to genre, and instead of drawing pie charts this year, I think I'm going to make them in Canva and then print them out and paste it right there. And then if I have more than one, I'll do two. If not, I'll end up writing a title there. And then this will be the beginning of my book spreads for the year. So I'm really excited about this new shape of journal. I think it's cute, and it'll definitely force me to be a little bit more creative. There's definitely a lot more room in this than my last journal. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.